this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Wildcats, long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Notre Dame's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, looking to throw. A strike downfield. Knocked off his feet. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Fires to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Northwestern's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Going to swing it on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid tackle. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. They've got the screen set up. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Took care of it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get a block on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Going to throw it over the top of the D. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
This is a receiver that is so good at running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of this route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over.
Off the play fake on 1st down, watch the throw.
They're trailing by 13 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass is incomplete. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Connection to the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Fires to the big fella. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Tatum. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Kick is in the air. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Rides the back and leaves it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this game.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed up. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. Turning on the Jets. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Off play action on 1st down. He's got the tight end. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Gain of 23 on the play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got the back in the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Unloads it left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it on the outside. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Throws for the tight end. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Got his man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to keep it in the air. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Irish! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Northwestern.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Dumps it off in the flats. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the middle. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play,
and the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll move the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Special teams proving to be special. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 26 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Briggs. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. The quick out. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Using the quick game. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking downfield on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Inside the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Gets the back moving. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play-action fake. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first. Your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll try to pop the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Bring in the heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They go to the wide receiver screen. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He'll keep it himself. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man in the middle. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up the throw. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Fires to the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. He went down in the end zone to add insult to injury. That flag is probably holding. It'll be a safety. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Running to Green.
Returner brings it out to the 35. And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over 1st and 10.
From the gun, the ground game. Nice move to keep running. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murderers talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown.
Sprinting away. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led sporty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that latest touchdown pass, it might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Finds a tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Picks up 6. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here come the Irish back on offense. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels...
There he goes! Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They try to pop a run on the draw. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's out past the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. With the clock running, this should be the final play. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.